Welcome, guys. We've got a pyramid 26 today. Good bit of cardiovascular work in there. We're going to warm up as normal, doing our slide build up from the back, hands, body, then the slide, etc., coming from the back. And then we'll go straight into a 3-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute warm up pyramid, which is 3 minutes at half, 2 minutes at 3/4, 1 minute at full. And then for the pyramid, it's an 11-minute pyramid. So if you want to set your machine, so that recording, if you record it for your training program or your training diary, it's 11 minutes. And it's a pyramid 26. So we're going to do 3 minutes at 22, 2 minutes at 24, 1 minute at 26, and then back down the other side of the pyramid, 2 minutes at 24 and 3 minutes at 22. And pacing wise, you want to try and see whether or not your up and down match each other, or if not, your down is better than your up. Okay, and then we'll do cool down and questions in that order. Great. Okay, so let's jump up on the machine. I'm just going to have to set this up so you can see me. Sorry if I have to jump on and off of it to get that. I'm missing my head, aren't I? Great, there we go. Okay. Grabbing the handles. You're trying to get that really good position. So this is our neuromuscular warm-up. So arms only. Again, tilting it back to 1 o'clock. Making sure you've got your abs turned on. I point my toes a little bit. The back stops just at this point, so my glutes are activated. You can feel if your glutes are activated if you're sitting up tall on your bum muscles. You can turn them on and off a couple of times if you want. Okay. So getting ready for a body swing. This one. Go. Getting those hands coming away first, then body swing coming in. You start to feel like everything's merging into one in your hand body slide there. Just do a little bit of robot rowing. So you go hands away, body, and then smooth it out. And you'll find just get the order of it better. Okay, now go to quarter slide. This one. Go. So again, try to make sure that we've got our body swing, our weight on our toes, early enough and straight. And I always talk about a quarter slide reference point, where our hands and our bodies should be over our toes or our ankles, how long our arms are, etc. That's the reference where our body doesn't move anymore. We're now going to get a half, this one. Go. And for those of you that do pulls in the belly, you'll notice that when I pull, doing the pulls, building up the slide, it takes very little time on the recovery to make the pulls attach. Nothing to do with the recovery. To make the pulls at that point of the catch, just after the catch. It's anything to do with power, and to make those pulls to finish. Okay, getting ready for 3/4 slide. This one. Go. Quarter. Great. Start to lengthen out. What you want to start to hear is the change in the flywheel, the change of sound of the flywheel. Great indication that you're becoming more and more dynamic. You're getting the full length. This one. Go. And half pressure. Go. This now. Flywheel. as you're starting to get out, relax, and warm up, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, shoulders stay low, chest stays high. Say that you really almost feel like you're growing out of the, not growing out to the top of your back. Your arms feel like they're growing out the middle of your back. Your shoulders being held low by all of the muscles that hold the shoulder blades together, the joints together. Okay, so just thinking about where we're going to start for our work in the pyramid. So we can start at 22. So when we get to our 1 minute, probably what our 1 minute at 22 there and thereabouts. So that's 2 minutes down, 3 minutes of half pressure. That's great. Perfect. Like a warm up pyramid. Like a really nice, good routine. Like waiting for your body to catch up with your brain. Starting to think about as we call the pressure. Again, listening to what your body's feeling like, rather than aiming for a split or anything. Okay, getting ready for this one. Go. Three-quarter fraction. Good technique in. And we're making sure that the first comes through legs. Then we start to open the back up against the legs. And then we open. Bring the arms in. Last. Finish. Legs back and arms together. Yeah. Good. Great. So 1 minute left at 3/4. Really nice. Especially when we were rowing internationally, it's a really important part of mileage. We thought about that. So we used to do 11 minutes, 15 minutes for a warm up, 5 minutes on the front of this steady state. You add that up, and then maybe 12 sections a week, and water and more, really add in quite a lot of good mileage. We're getting ready for 1 minute. It's one. Go. Pressure. We're pushing hard. Trying to do the blood in the right place for the start. second minute of the work would be much better if you attack this. Last 20 seconds. Okay, right, time to open the doors, windows, top, jump around, have a very mini stretch. And we will, those of you that want to set your computer up, it's 11 minutes of work. Right, let me open the world's smallest window. Great. Great, looks like everyone's sort of vaguely ready. So I'm just going to go just row for me. And you're very welcome to just row as well and just go off on my, my calls. Excellent. Right. So paddling 22, pyramid 26, starting off at 3 minutes at 22. Are you ready? Go. Okay, so the first part, machine going, and then straight into that 22. Start to settle in. Get from 6 to 22. So we're not having to chase the 22 up and down and get it locked in. Start thinking about other stuff. Okay. Floating around a little bit at the moment. So I'm just ducking underneath, just to make sure that my hands come away from the finish of the stroke. Don't get caught in the back of my seat. Try to make sure that my waist is my feet. Keep me dynamic. Okay. Once you've got down to 22, now what you want to do is you want to put checks. So the checks are hands away, body over, and then that critical full to slide check. Where the body's not going any further forward. Right. Raise to stop again. Okay, so now we've got all our checks going. Now just focus. Sure we've got good quality. This should work. Split should settle something sustainable. Something you can build on. My press dropped quite a bit from when I started 2 minutes ago. Probably worth having a little bravery going through that second 1 minute. That's the one where I'm starting to really shift and get into from sleeping mode into rowing mode. I'm really struggling to get my brakes up. Apologies for that. Sitting up. Okay, get ready. 2 minutes 24. This one. Go. Power change. Okay. Got the boat speed change. With it comes a great change. Now you want to lock out at 24. Stop. Yeah, that's good. What if you change? And then that control, almost about 24, is everything. Right. Stay sharp. Stay long. Okay, 1 minute down. Another minute to 24. That's good. Well, guys. Really nice. Way up the back. Way up your feet. Step tall. Getting ready. It's 26. So I want you to really commit to the 26. 1 minute and 26. Getting ready. Okay, next one. Go. Get up if you need to. Hold that 26. Do the 26 strokes. That's good. Good. Okay, 13 strokes left. 26. Keep it up. Keep through. 10 seconds left. We're going to do 2 bits more. On to 24. Get ready. This one. Go. Roll. That's it. Should find it just comes down to 24. No big changes. You're struggling to get it down to 24. Sit back on it. Stroke long. Hands moving. Round the turn, get your weight on your toes. Dropping below. Dropping. Right then. Lift on your toes. Earlier. Steps down. Okay, good work, team. Very nice. That's good. This is the payback time. 26. Where you committed. Hang tough. As you come through. 1 minute left. That split up there. Let it drift. What makes this happen? That's it. Keep the power. Rotate long. Good work. So 30 seconds left. We go to 22. When we go to 22, we're going to do 2 big, long draw strokes. Take the time. Fraction. Take the time. On the side, as we come forward after our 2 draw strokes. Just easily dropping to 22. Okay, getting ready. We're going to draw together. This one. Go. Draw. There. Draw. There. You just let it come down at the rate. Drop. You go. Okay. Should landed nicely on the 22. Not take your time just before the catch. Last 10 centimeters in. We've got a really good poise and clean pickup. Good. Right, lock that 22 out, so it's natural. You're not bouncing up and down. 21 to 23. Lock it out. Okay, once you've got it locked out, have a look at your average split. You've got that on your screen. And now it's a race between you and that average split. How close to that or above it can you get? I'm way off it. I put 4 the thing off mine. Maybe I should start. Feeling good. I'll get the right side of it. Keep sharp. Let's drop the leg 22. That's good. Work. Right there. Okay, get closer to my average split now. Bring a little bit more recovery. Okay, we're coming up to 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Less than 20. That's 44 strokes. That's amazing. Quality. Quality. Good. Right here. Good right on 22. Sit back and send. Sharpen. 33 strokes left now. Quality. Try and get that split. That average split. Push it down. Mind is tough. The body will follow whatever your brain is saying. There. 1 minute left. Okay, that went through. That's it. Great. And down. 11 minutes. Must have gone too long in the 3. Brilliant, guys. Really good. Oh, sorry about that last minute. Oh, must have gone wrong somewhere. Brilliant. Good work, guys. Really, really good work. I'm sure the more experienced of you had the numbers sorted. So really well done. Yeah, really good piece of work. So I was averaging about 205 was my average that came through there. Found it quite hard to keep the rates this time around. But yeah, absolutely, well done. Good session. So next week we are going to do a ladder. Yeah, we're going to do a ladder, which is always the fun stuff. And that's where we're looking at the power, yeah, at the rate. So here we're just testing the cardiovascular at the rate. And then when we do the ladder, it'll be much more about getting on to pace, the power to get there and the power per stroke. So brilliant. Right, any questions? Any questions? I'm just going to close my door, stop the cool air coming in. And really always keen to get some feedback from somebody who's prepared to let us know how it went for them. Excellent. Okay, we've got any willing volunteers to share how their pyramid went this morning?
Well, I did it, Guin. I'm on the just doing it was amazing.
Yeah, brilliant. Did you notice where I lost my minute?
I think it was
in my 11 minutes.
I think it might have been the first lot, the first.
Did you get 4 minutes at 22?
No,
anyway.
It doesn't matter.
It was only coming back down. It was only at the very end. You brought it all the way through perfectly, and then you put 4 minutes at the end instead of 3.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. You see, it's quite funny, and I never I'm not one of those people that get too worried about it, as long as you don't consistently do less. And when I used to weight train, I couldn't, for some reason, couldn't count to 10. I'd always count to 8. And so I would have to start. So when we were doing sets of 8, I would have to pretend that we were doing 10, and then I would count 8. So yeah, it's funny where your brain jumps. And some of it, I think, is also because you're using a lot of mental concentration, especially in the pyramids where the rates are going up and down and you're running off those rates, and that concentration on technique. So cool, brilliant. So Judith, you said you did it. How did it go?
I actually got on the ergo. I mean, just turning up was a thing. I really struggle with hitting the rates. I'm not too strict with myself on the rates, but trying to, especially on a Monday morning, I'm sure lots of people have shattered as well, but just doing it and trying to get that structure was good. I put a thing in the chat to say, right, okay, you do ladders, pyramids, and something else. What about snakes? We need to create a snakes.
Yeah, so that would be the one to do a snake session. Maybe we should do that pre-Christmas or something like that, where you're going to come down if you don't hit something. I'm sure you roll the dice. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Judith. It's great to have you on. Great. So what have we got? Barbara, thank you. PB at Brick yesterday. Legs hurts. Still managed to lower splits. Hey, well done, Barbara. That's really cool and great that you did Brick. It's really good to support that event. And it's amazing how many people from athletics and other sports come and do that now. Judith's asked about snakes. I'll definitely take that in the box of ideas. James says, thank you, great start to the week. Absolutely, every time I sort of feel like we're starting the week ahead of everyone else. Great, thank you. I struggle with sustaining the splits. Guess I need more practice. Yeah, or Sarah, it could just be, as Judith was saying, it's, early Monday morning. The key bit is getting up and getting the session done, not necessarily about perfection at this stage. But yeah, it is. I found it really hard this morning. Some weeks I find it really easy. Some weeks I find it really hard. I think today, I was just waiting with my weight on the back of my seat rather than bringing it over onto my toes. Kieran goes, thanks, Gwyn, great start to the week. Hannah goes, I did this morning on a bike, thank you. Yeah, Hannah, that's great. Really welcome people on their bikes as well. And welcome people just listening to us while they're having breakfast too, if that inspires you to eat your breakfast. Excellent. Okay, right. We're a couple of minutes away, so if anyone's got any questions, if not, what I might do is try and track down Lucy. Is Lucy here? Let's have a little look. Lucy, if you're here.
Yeah, I'm definitely here.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent. I'm trying to look for you.
I'm probably at the end because I joined about 10 minutes ago.
Ah, yes, there we are. We could see you and you've got a great top on. What type of room are you in? Where are you in the world?
I am in our caravan today. So this is our caravan bed that I'm sitting on.
Excellent.
Behind us. And we're in, I'm in Crickhowell in South Wales. We've done some walking over the weekend, which has been absolutely lovely. We were really lucky with the weather. It's raining this morning, but we've had lovely weather other than that. So it's been good.
Brilliant. Great. Okay, all right. So we are about 1 minute away and we've got recording going as well. So the floor is yours, or should I say the caravan is yours.
Thank you, Greg. Good morning, everybody. Thank you to those who are staying on and welcome to the session. I heard the end of Gwyn's session there. I think my timings are equally as exciting as Gwyn's. We're going to continue doing the work that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. So we're going to be stretching one side while keeping the other active. And the reason that we do that is because if we have one side active, it means that that side can provide all the stabilization, which means that the other side can get the maximum stretching benefits. We finished that set as usual with our 3 glute bridges. And we've been progressing those from a static glute bridge hold to some dynamic marching through to some single leg holds. And then we'll finish off with a little bit of additional stretching at the end. So we're going to start as normal on our flat on our backs. Hope you want to join me. Move down. Usually I'm on the floor, but I'm super comfy on the bed on the caravan today, so it's quite a nice treat. And so just lying flat, taking some nice deep breaths, and then just check that you're equally weighted right to left side, and you've got equal weight through your heels, your bum and your shoulders. And then when you come to your shoulders, take a nice deep breath in, squeeze your shoulder blades and squash your chin down. Then we're going to take some nice deep breaths. So take a deep breath in and feel your chest lifting up. And then as you breathe out, just feel yourself sinking into the floor. Just allowing yourself to relax, allowing your heart rate to come down. Just giving yourself permission to take this time at the head of the week to relax and do something that's just for you. And on the next exhalation, just draw that left knee to your chest. Same as usual, we're just going to stretch to the place that's comfortable for you, or comfortably uncomfortable for you. Don't go into any pain. And we're going to stretch the left, so we're going to keep the right side active. So on the right side, point your toes to the ceiling, push your heel to the opposite wall, and squash the floor down with the back of your knee. And then take a deep breath in, you'll feel your chest lift up. And as you breathe out, just allow that knee to come to you. So flatten your back off into the mat. And you should find that knee comes towards your chest as you relax on the exhale. And then just take your hands and just clasp them behind the back of your left thigh and straighten your leg up into the air. And then take a second to make sure that right leg stays active, the shoulder blades are squeezed and your chin squashed down. And as you breathe in, just push your thigh into your hands. And as you breathe out, just push the heel to the ceiling. Just feeling that stretch on the back of the left leg. Just giving the hamstrings a good stretch. And relax, draw the knee back to the chest. Check your right leg position, check your shoulders and check your chin. And then take a couple of deep breaths. Again, allowing that knee to come to you on the exhalation. And push your right arm out to the side. And then we're going to do your version of Happy Baby with the left side. So grab behind the back of the left thigh, the shin, or if you can manage it, the outside of the left foot. And you're going to keep that right side active so that you can maintain your balance. And then draw the breath through the right middle finger, along the arm, hold it in the center of the chest. And then as you breathe out, breathing out into that left thigh and allowing the knee to come further down beside your chest. At this point, I just have a check of my chin position just to make sure that I'm not hyperextending my neck. And just concentrating on keeping that right side active to stop me rolling over to the left. Then relax and draw that knee back to the chest. And again, just checking your positioning, or checking my positioning, making sure my right leg's active, shoulder blades are squeezed and my chin squashed down. Then bend your right knee and plant your right foot on the floor. We're going to go through that grounding of that right foot, so just making sure all four corners of the foot are in contact with the mat or the floor. And then just pushing down through that foot enough to resist the ground coming back up at you. And then just cross the left ankle over the top of the right knee. And then you're going to extend the right arm above your head. Just move it down a bit. And then left palm of the left hand comes to the inside of the right knee. And then as you breathe in, just draw the breath to the center of the chest. And as you breathe out, just push up through that right middle finger and down through the palm of your left hand. I'm trying to get some distraction on that left hip joint, so creating a little bit of space between the ball and the socket. Decompress it. Have some space for the synovial fluid to move around it. Some nice nutrients into that space. See if you can flatten your back off into the floor as you do this. And relax, you're going to draw your, so I've got three choices for stretching that right glute. You can stay in this position. You can reach behind the back of your right thigh and draw your right thigh towards you. Or finally, you can stretch that right leg up in the air. And then, as you breathe in, feel your chest lift up. And as you breathe out, just breathing out into that left glute. Just seeing if you can get it to give. Yeah, I just check my positioning here, so I just check that I'm not hyperextending my neck, and also that I'm not rolling out to the right, so you just need to keep that right leg active enough to keep you nice and straight. And let go of your hands, re-ground your right foot on the floor, and you're going to stretch your arms out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squash your chin down, and then let that right leg fall out to the side, keeping your shoulder blades in contact with the floor. And then this time, we're going to draw the breath in through the middle fingers, along the arms, and hold it for 2 in the center of the chest. And then as you breathe out, breathing out from the left shoulder, down through the left side, into the left hip, along the thigh and out through the knee. You should be feeling that all along your left side. This really is about using that breath to create a wave of relaxation along the left side. Really sinking into the stretch if you can. Giving your body the permission just to let go of the tension it's holding. Then unwinding and stretching out into our starting position. And then just taking a minute to just check that you're equally weighted right to left. Got equal weight for your ankles or your heels, say, your bum and your shoulders. And then you should just feel now that that left side feels slightly looser, might even feel slightly longer than the right. A deep breath here. And then draw that right knee to your chest. And this time we're going to stretch the right, so we're going to keep the left side active. So on the left side, pointing the toes to the ceiling. Pushing the heel to the opposite wall and squashing the knee down. And then on the right side, I'm just going to take a nice deep breath in, feeling the chest lift up. Hold for 2, and then as you breathe out, flattening the back off into the floor, and just letting that knee come to your chest. I'm just going to check my shoulder blades are squeezed and my chin squashed down. You might already be doing this, or you might want to try this, and that's just closing your eyes as you do these stretches. And then you can really concentrate on using the breath to help with the stretch. And clasping your hands behind the back of your right thigh, straightening that right leg up into the air. Just check your left leg position, check your shoulder position and your chin position. And then as you breathe in, pushing that thigh into the back of your hands. And as you breathe out, pushing the heel to the ceiling. When we're doing this, you might be able to feel how compressed your right hip joint is. Then relax, bring that knee back to the chest. I'm just going to check all my positioning, so check my left leg's active, shoulder blades and my chin. A few deep breaths again. Close my eyes, so that on the exhalation, I can really feel myself flattening the back off into the mat and letting the knee come to the chest. And push your left arm out to the side, pushing out through that middle finger, and then your version of happy baby on the right, so behind the thigh, grasping the shin, or if you can manage it, the outside of the right foot. Really concentrate on keeping that left side active, and then draw the breath through the left middle finger along the left arm, hold in the center of the chest, and then as I breathe out, breathing into that right thigh, and allowing the right knee to come further down beside the chest. Another stretch to really relax into. Relax, bring the knee back to the chest on the right side, that left side active. A second to check the positioning, and then take some nice deep breaths. Again, allowing yourself just to sink into it. Now we're going to ground the foot on the left side, so bend the left knee, plant the left foot on the floor, Feeling the ground with all four corners of the left foot, and then just resisting, pushing down on the left foot just to resist the ground coming back at you. And then cross the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Extend the left arm above the head. And then the right part of the right hand comes to the inside of the right knee. Keep that left leg active. And then you're going to push up through the left middle finger, push down through the palm of the right hand as you exhale. Again, just providing some, activating the posterior chain, so the muscles that connect your left shoulder to your right hip. And then trying to create a little bit of distraction or decompression on that right hip joint. You might feel that as you do this, you feel a little bit of warmth on that right hip joint. That's as you've increased the blood flow to the area. You'll feel a little bit warmer. And again, just try and flatten your back off into the floor as you do this. And relax. And again, you've got your same three positions for stretching your right glute, so you can stay in this position. You can reach behind your left thigh and draw your left thigh to your chest, or you can extend that left leg up in the air. Just check your chin position, make sure that you're not extending that neck. Make sure that your left knee is pointing straight up at the ceiling. And as you breathe in, feel the chest lift up. And as you breathe out, just breathing out into that right glute. Another good stretch to allow yourself to sink into here. You can play with the position of that left leg. Bring it towards you will give you more of a stretch. If that stretch is too much, pushing it away from you will just lighten the stretch. Then relax, reground that left foot. Push both arms out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and squish your chin down. And then allow that left leg to fall out to the side. As you breathe in, draw that breath through the middle fingers to the center of the chest. Hold for 2. And then as you breathe out, breathing out through the right shoulder, down through the right side, into the right hip, along the thigh and out through the knee. When I say sink into this stretch, just really allowing yourself to sink into the floor. Just allow gravity to take your weight. Relax and unwind. Stretch out into your starting position. Really, you should feel now like both hips feel looser. Might even feel the same length now. A deep breaths here. Just recenter yourself on the floor. And then bring both knees to your chest. It's one of my favourite bits. You get to just rock and roll from side to side. You do small circles with your knees. Give yourself a massage ahead of our glute bridge stretching, or our glute bridge strengthening, I should say. So as usual, we're going to do our 3 glute bridges. They'll start off with the 3 pelvic tilts. first one will be a hold, and they get harder each one. So you might want to stick with the hold or find a level that works best for you. So now we're going to plant our feet on the floor. We're going to ground them on the floor as we did in the stretching earlier. Bring your heels as close to your bum as you can. And then we're going to do our 3 tilts. 1, 2, 3, pushing up into glute bridge. Take your thumbs, put them into your bum. Check your bums are active. And then we're going to hold there for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lowering the bum to the mat floor, knees to the chest. And then we're going to do your version of happy baby. So behind the thighs, or the shins, or if you can manage it, reach the outside of the feet. And just do a couple of stretches there. A couple of deep breaths. And relax, replant the feet on the mat. Bring your heels as close to your bum as you can. We're going to do our 3 tilts. 1, 2, 3. Then push up into glute bridge. Hold there, or you can join me with some marching. So we're going to straighten the left leg, then the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lowering down to the mat, knees to the chest, into your version of happy baby. Deep breaths. So as you breathe in, allow your chest to lift up, and as you breathe out, just flattening your back off into the mat and drawing the knees down beside the chest. Relax and re-ground your feet on the mat. Heels as close to your bum as you can. Do your 3 tilts. 1, 2, 3. Pushing up into bridge. And then we're going to do single leg holds. So straighten your left leg. Hold it there for 5. Making sure that your hips stay nice and level. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the same with the right leg. Hips nice and level. 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet to the mat, bum to the floor, knees to the chest, and into happy baby. Deep breaths. And let go of the outside of your feet. Cross your ankles, re-grab the outside of your feet, and then rock and roll up into a sitting position. This is going to be really hard on a soft mat, I think. Oh, just about managed it. Right, from here, I'm just going to turn to face you. We're just going to do a nice shoulder stretch. So take the right arm, cross your, bring it across the front of your chest. Left arm hooks it. You should feel that stretching along side of your shoulder. Again, deep breaths. I'm just going to turn sideways. Hold there a minute, because what I want you to be doing is sitting up nice and tall. So no slouching down like that, nice and tall as you do the stretch. And then relax, let go. And then we're going to bring the left arm across. Take the right arm and hook it. When we're doing this, just try and drop your shoulders. Stretch, that's better. Well done. And stretch up. And then relax. Next one, we're going to bring both arms up. Take one arm across your body and then stretch over to the side. Again, make sure you're sitting up. Bring that arm as close to your ear as you can manage it. Good change, well done. And relax. Stretch up with both arms. Bring the other one across the body. And then stretch over the other side again, making sure that your arms as close to your ear as you can. Relax, back to the center, and then finally we're just going to walk the arms forward as far as you can. You should feel this in your low back, just sitting back into the stretch. Taking some nice deep breaths. Walk your hands back up. Well done, everybody. Nice stretching. I can't do any of the fancy standing up today because I hit my head on the curb. Well done, everybody. Nice job.